Weird.
We're seeing Deadpool. Oh my gosh.
Think about women yet. My sister has it. Yes. It's you.
Wintertime here at Hogsmeade Village.
Lieutenant Dane.
Hello, Forrest.
You got new legs.
Titanium alloy.
Time for my summer sizzle. Cool as a cherry popsicle.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
It's happening. It's dish time.
I've always wanted to do this in front of you.
Creating content that enlightens and lifts you up.
Dish, sir, dish.
Me at Splash Mountain, just pepper these in here.
Hello, everyone. This is Kermit the Frog reporting live from the final showing of Muppet Vision 3D.
Right? God, I missed our daily dishes.
Yes, indeed.
You know, I really don't remember you being this opinionated.
Who knows? It's Hollywood, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the dish.
Hey. So, let's dish.
What do you want to dish about?
Anything you guys want, this is your time.
Welcome back, Fun Fam! And if you're brand new to the channel, welcome in to Follow the Bradleys Fun. My name is Ron E. Bradley. I hope that wherever you are, you're having a phenomenal day or night or middle of the night or early morning. I don't know what side of the world you're on. The international dateline is funny. You ever seen how the dateline, like there's this big jagged part of it that it's not straight. It's really, anyway, I hope that wherever you are in good spirits and phenomenal spirits. Been an interesting few days since Christmas was Thursday, and we're coming up on the end of the year. We have one more dish show. We will be doing a dish on New Year's Eve, but not the eve part of New Year's Eve. We'll do it New Year's Eve during the day, 2-3 p.m. I'm not sure what our start time will be. I think what I'll do is I'll get in touch with Vash and see if 2:30 is a better start time than 2 o'clock or how long they plan on going, and we'll see what happens. But I think they're doing a TPP on Wednesday. Some of our people might know. Let me say hi to everybody that is in the chat. I've seen quite a few people coming in. Whoops. Yeah. Now I lost my chat. Where did the chat go? Not your fault. Hit the wrong button. John the Beagle Dad says, "What's up, fellas?" Watching over there, I believe, on TJ's channel. Let's see. We've got TJ Magnify. Tom saying, "Hey, John the Beagle Dad." MJ, Magically MJ says, "Hope everyone had a great Christmas. Wishing all of you a happy new year." Yeah. 2025 has been, I don't know, it's been an interesting year. I'm going to see if I can do some type of a recap. I don't know when I'll have time. Now that we're at the end of the year, but anyway, this is me, by the way, saying TBB Coach is me. Strings and Pucks is here. What's up? Tom is here. And oh, look at that. Got another friend who's coming in. And Magically MJ, Linda. Hey, Linda. Prayers every day for you guys. Dan's Life at the Kingdom is here. What is up, Dan? Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year. Let's see. We've got Erica and Fairbricks. Wayne is here from across the pond. Good to see you. He says, "Night, everyone." It is late for you, Fairbricks. Good night. If you're going to bed, Bud Files is here. What's up, Sue? Good to see the Bud Files is in the house. And see Strings and Pucks out there. And some of these people are backstage too. Erica, Dan says, "You're good. I thought your job was specifically to tee people off. I thought that's what you did, Dan." It's a joke. It's a golf thing. Dan, never mind. Let's see. I had such a busy. O2RR is here. Good to see you. And I'm so sorry. I have, this day has gotten just, I was not able to title this correctly or put all the stuff with it that I normally do. But yeah. Let's see. We got Strings of Pucks. O2RR. Tom is saying, "Hey." Eric is saying, "Hey, let's start to bring people in to the chat." Thank you guys for being here. It's really in my head. This is like, I know, one of the last dishes of this year, but in my head, it's like the first dish of next year. It's so weird. Like my head is not, it's just not working right. But I'm grateful to all of you because you give me the energy to be here. You're like the cream in my coffee, the apple in my eye, the gigawatts, and of course, the energon that makes this guy transform and roll out. Well, and this time it was roll out of my car to be here with you.
A toast, Autobots. Boy, these are good. I needed to refuel. Energy! This stuff's the greatest!
Shall we start bringing people in?
Afternoon, everybody.
Tom!
What's going on, Ron?
Oh my gosh, so much is going on. Gosh, we got a lot of people. We got
a full house, don't we?
We do have a full house backstage. I gotta bring more people in. My goodness. I tell you what, this we got somebody from the past.
Doc, calm down, okay? Just calm down. It's me. It's Marty.
No, it can't be you. I sent you back to the future.
Hey, Doc, that's right, but I came back again. I came back from the future. Don't you remember last night? You fainted. I brought you home.
This can't be happening. You can't be here. It doesn't make sense for you to be here. I refuse to even believe that you are here.
But she is here. Erica is here from the future. What's it like, 1 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah. How is everyone?
You guys always get
Christmas?
Santa Claus. You get Santa Claus before we get Santa Claus here. Look at you.
Yeah, it's like St. Nicholas Day is like December 6th. He comes around filling shoes, coins and
true.
candy and shoes. And then you
Yeah,
get
they have
day.
they have that in the Netherlands too. So I know that. We've got somebody backstage who is kind of haunting us. It's a ghost. It's a ghost.
Up a remote.
Is it, if this house is rocking, don't come knocking, or some variation on that? Hello, everybody.
What's up, LW? How you doing, man?
Oh, I'm exhausted.
Oh my gosh.
Then what else? Well, I finally got around just before I came in here, finished, to watching the big Mission Impossible finale. And yeah, it's got great action stuff. But wow, talk about endless doom, gloom, talky for an action movie. Give me a break.
Oh, is that the one with the airplane stunt?
Yes.
Yeah, it was. The last two movies should have been one movie. They then
it would be 6 hours long. Give me a break.
No, I mean, there's so much in both of them that could be cut out.
Well, like the whole plot. But
yeah.
Anyway, and it doesn't even resolve itself at the end. She hands him the little glowing gold thing that has the entity in it. He smiles, and that's the end. It's like, what do you do with it? Do you burn it? Do you beat it? Do you know? Anyway, I think too logically for these things. What can I say? Anyway, how's everybody doing? We're in that magical gap, right, between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, it's weird. Hey, we got another friend back here. Let's bring him in. Jeremy.
Oh, good. Jeremy. Hi.
Hey guys. Hey Lou.
Wait, did you start?
Is that a mirror or a recording booth or what behind you?
So I never put curtains in this room, and now it gets dark at 4. So I look like
I see.
Sitting in.
I just figured there's somebody back there saying, "All right, one more take, guys," and pick it up.
There's somebody looking through the window, but he's not supposed to be there. and like Saint Nicholas, he's looking to do things to my shoes.
I was going to say, all that stuff in your shoes, is that St. Nicholas or St. Dr. Scholl?
It's St. Dr. Weirdo. He just sniffs them and leaves. I don't know.
Oh, my goodness.
More than I needed to know about him. That's all I can say.
Well, I think we are filled up. And wait, what was that?
I love Friends. Yay!
Wait.
Oh,
Ron, you're supposed to charge admission. That's why all the people showed up.
Yeah. So wait, no, always funny. Okay, so this is my impersonation of Christopher Walken talking through the Friends intro. So no one told you life was gonna be this way. Your job's a joke. You broke. Your love life is DOA. Wow.
God. That's scary. That's scary. all it needed was a little more cowbell, however.
A little more cowbell. Yeah. That is probably one of the best, most classic SNL
Friends. I saw it live, and I was thinking to myself, my life is different now.
What did you see? What did you see?
The cowbell skit the week it actually aired when Christopher Walken was on. So I always liked watching him as as just an actor. And when they did that Blue Oyster Cult skit, first I never realized there was that much cowbell in that song. I went back and listened, right? So it was awakening. But yeah, you're watching history be made, and it was, I don't know why that was so tremendous, but fantastic.
No, but you don't know when you're watching history being made that it's going to be history, because, well, I guess now everything is, because everybody's got a camera in their phone.
It's true.
Yeah.
Whether it's good history or not is another story. I've been recently, if you like history, there's a historian I discovered. His name is H.B. Brands, Brands. And what he does is goes into the private letters and records of famous folk that are now, of course, in museums and collections, and tells you what they were really thinking. The first one I read of his was all about how everybody in World War II, what did Monty really think of Churchill, and what did Patton really think of Omar Bradley, and all that sort of thing. But the one I'm reading now is about the period after the Revolution and the forming of the Constitution. And oh my God, the nastiness of those guys leaves our current era far behind. So it's kind of fun. Yeah, really, really interesting stuff. But
well, a little bit less interesting than that, especially this last weekend, will be our box office numbers, and that's where we start off with tonight. Out of the numbers, we have our weekend box office. Yes, I would call it bad BO.
Is it worse than people at the gym?
I don't know.
It's worse than people at the DMV.
Is this the second or third week for Avatar: Fire and Ash?
It came out December 19th. So maybe it's going into like a week.
The question
I think that previous chart will show you that, won't it? It'll tell you how many weeks.
Yeah. So, I think that this was the second weekend for it. So, which means that now the previous Avatar movies have had really decent legs. We're looking at the international box office, the worldwide box office so far, 761 million. For most movies, that would be like phenomenal at this point. But for the third movie, it is an Avatar movie, and they cost billions to make, right? So there comes an issue of how much did it cost to make completely in total. A lot of the money doesn't go back to Disney, even though it's a Disney movie. It's also not a Disney movie. It's going to break $1 billion. But the question is, how far past $1 billion does it go? Which is weird. It's weird to talk about a movie in this frame because it's like, how much past $1 billion does it get? Zootopia still going crazy though. Zootopia 2, 1.4 billion at the worldwide box office. However, it's done something that I don't think a lot of movies do, and that's broke 1.1 billion internationally with only 321 million domestic.
Yeah. The classic rule of thumb was 50-50. 50% domestic and that again overseas. But this one has all that China stuff. And since we don't know where any of that money really winds up or how true it is, it's your guess is as good as mine. You know?
Yeah, it's going to be difficult. I mean, I'm going to probably be relying on Valiant Renegade. He breaks the numbers down the best when it comes to profit and loss and stuff, and he's really good at what he does. So I will leave it up to him to find out what the true profitability of Zootopia 2 is, because with China, I mean, we don't even really know how legitimate the numbers are from China. So.
Well, and you don't know how much they're keeping and how much they're sending. And, like I said, on the face of it, it would suggest that the fact that Disney spent money on that trackless ride in China versus the redo of the tree here was the right choice, because that's where the demand for the characters are. So I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So this
easy win. This is well.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's an easy. I mean, it's all framing, right? It's Avatar to hold well for an easy win, while 6 other movies top 10 million.
Well, I guess it was a good, because it doesn't seem that hard.
I don't know. It says it dropped 28% from its first weekend to post 64 million. According to Disney's Sunday morning projection, it will end the weekend with roughly 218 million at the domestic box office, and with another 542 million internationally, has amassed 760.4 million globally to date. With 6 other movies earning more than 10 million this weekend, it's a strong weekend for the industry, which it should be, though. Like, isn't that what's supposed to happen Christmas weekend at the box office?
Yeah.
I mean, Lou,
and let's consider this. In bygone eras, your competition was stay home and watch TV or go to the movies, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that is in the age before video games. How many hours are the families and children of America spending playing whichever game on their console or on their whatever as opposed to going out to the movies. It's not just streaming versus theaters, it's other forms of entertainment versus theaters.
I'll give you a for instance, just with my grandkids and my nieces and nephews. Most of them rather game. That's 8 children in total.
Unless it's something they really want to go see. Yeah, they're going to choose.
If it's a game movie, they might go see it.
Yeah.
Are there any game movies out? There aren't any out right now, are there?
They're shooting Zelda right now.
Yeah, but I mean, it's out at the box office right now.
I'm sorry. I hear that phrase shooting Zelda, and I think it's one of Bill O'Reilly's history books.
No, it's those letters
That's
you were
funny.
talking about.
Oh, that's really funny. Yeah, I think somebody in my family has that series, but I've never had a chance.
I thought they were supposed to do another Assassin's Creed movie. And there was another one I heard about. I'm just trying to remember what it was.
I think Super Mario 2 comes out next year, right, guys?
Yeah.
2026. Yeah. So we'll see how that goes.
Yeah,
we'll see how it goes.
I think that's going to be huge. I mean, the first Super Mario movie we saw it. It's the only movie that I've ever seen in what do you call it? 4D. What do you call those complexes when it's got the movement and everything? 4DX. Yeah, so we saw Super Mario in 4DX, and oh my gosh, that was an amazing experience. Like
worth the money.
Worth the money, made the story more fun. I mean, you're like, it was like being in the video game. The only thing that I've ever done Nintendo wise that ever topped that, which Dan's Life with the Kingdom knows because he's in the chat and we were together when we did it, is going into Super Mario World at Epic Universe.
I'll say that's fun.
Yeah, it's the only thing that was.
Was it like the Shrek 4D theater thing? Was it similar to that? Remember that?
That was too short. I mean, it was. I mean, you have that kind of experience, but it's the 4DX. Like the seats move a lot. So when we're like in the Mario Kart part, it was like, whoa, we're racing. I mean, it's a combination of like a 2-hour movie and a ride. So it was pretty darn cool. So yeah, it was definitely worth the price of admission, and not because it was a great movie or it's a great story, but it was fun. Like movies, there used to be a lot of movies that were just out there that were just fun, and I think one that's out right now that is supposed to be fun and kind of dumb, like people know, is Anaconda. But I don't think it's going to do very well.
What is Marty Supreme?
Trash.
I don't know.
It sounds like an off the menu item at In-N-Out.
Doesn't it? Either or some kind of bad like porno.
Marty Supreme.
Marty Supreme.
I do not. No, I know what the housemaid is, but it's the kind I would never
like porno.
No, it doesn't. It's right up my alley. I can't wait.
I want to remember to cook the thief, his wife, and his lover.
I watched it in a movie theater.
That was a bizarre movie.
I like Amanda Seyfried, so I'm all for it.
That movie was really funny. I was 17 years old. And I realized after we got out of the movie, that was the wrong movie as a 17-year-old to take a date to.
Oh, jeez.
I know.
I took a dinner date to the movie Alive, the cannibal movie.
Oh. I actually saw Alive in the movie theater with my mom, and who is in the chat somewhere. And I loved the movie Alive, but it was weird because like I had forgotten that I hadn't eaten before the movie. So halfway through the movie, when I started to get hungry, I felt awkward about the fact that the movie was making me hungry.
Can I get some pork rinds instead of popcorn, please?
It's Cannibal Ron. We got a new nickname for him.
I want the other.
Well, you know the story about the cannibal gets home late from work, and he says to his wife, "Did I miss dinner?" She said, "Yes, everyone's already eaten."
Oh boy.
I like those movies. Maybe I'm just weird, but I really like the Hannibal series. All of them, even the prequel. I like which was a little weird.
The one where the guy's head is
cut
up, and he's
Ray
eating
Liotta did a good job. You know he did a good job on that one.
But it's like I thought it was supposed to be like serious kind of, and I'm cracking up the whole time. I'm just like this. It was just way too funny. I don't know. It just maybe I have a weird sense of humor, but anyway, we're looking at the numbers.
I think you do, dude.
Yeah, I would say so. But anyway, that is our look.
I would never make a good cannibal because I would prefer the Chianti to the fava beans and the rest of it. So,
that's true. Yeah, the Chianti would be good.
Soak.
Oh, my goodness. No supers. So we will move on to another story. We probably won't stay on that long tonight, but there are definitely several stories to cover. So I just kind of want to let everybody know what I did yesterday. Tom, you saw the video, right? That I put up?
Yeah, I was at the premiere.
Yeah. So yesterday
I actually got the alert for it, like as it was still on countdown. It was kind of weird.
Huh. Interesting. So yesterday I went to Adam the Woo's house. And I just want to talk about it a little bit because it was an interesting experience. It was a cathartic experience. I really didn't want to go at first. It was really weird because my wife and I talked about it. They're like, should we go? And like, I wasn't sure. I'm like, would that be rude? And then I saw that a lot of people were like showing up and paying homage, and there's like a vigil kind of experience there. Not, I mean, there wasn't a vigil held specifically, but I don't know. It's just when somebody goes so fast, when they're so alive one day, and you watch, there's a video that's out and it's posted. It's a good video. It's a funny bit. Like his video, the last video that he put up was funny. He's hanging out with the Grinch in celebration.
It was on my birthday. It was really weird to watch that.
Yeah.
Really
yeah.
weird.
And and it was just, and so anyway, I went there to the house and paid my respects. And they kind of have a cool thing where in front they have like 3 or 4 different things of sidewalk chalk out there. Hi, baby. My beautiful wife is in the chat. And so you can grab a piece of sidewalk chalk, and everybody was writing on the sidewalk. While I was there, if you know who he is, if you ever watched Adam the Woo or no, Jacob, the carpetbagger, he showed up, just, you know, and he'd been traveling and really broken up about it. It's like, I wasn't close to Adam, right? I met him once, but way back 10 years ago when I was watching, you know, the earliest Disney vlogs were his and Tim Tracker, you know, back in the day. And, you know, back then that's kind of all there was. And a lot more
I was very aware of it, and I watched some of his stuff and all that, but could you tell those of us not as intimate or initiated, what was the Woo thing about?
Okay. So the Woo was a nickname from when he was a kid. When he got that nickname, I think as a teenager. I watched a video one time where he talked about that specifically. His real name was David Adam Williams, and he was very, like, he's a shy person, and I think putting up the videos at first was his way of being able to have an outlet to express himself. That, like, he was kind of awkward, and you know, he started doing them daily. His channel started to take off. I mean, early in the 20 teens, right? So, and he used the Woo as his nickname because it was his nickname from a long time ago for whatever reason, and it just kind of stuck, and that's what everybody knew. So it just kind of became a brand, if you will. You know, it's just one of those. It's like, I don't know. It's weird. It's when any artist, I guess, kind of passes at the peak of their game, they're going to be remembered. And I was flabbergasted when it was covered by People magazine. That's what really struck me, is when I went, this guy, like, you wouldn't have necessarily thought that like some vlogger who covers Disney and stuff would become that big of a deal.
Well,
but
he had
like,
notoriety. He had a lot of notoriety. Because originally he got trespassed, and they did a whole, and he went away from it, and then he came back to it. Was interesting.
It was sad. He was still trespassed from Universal.
Yeah.
And he never got to go to Epic Universe or anything like that. It's just weird. When I see the people that are good friends with him, and obviously I didn't know him very well. He's just for me, I just consider him a trailblazer, right? I just consider him somebody in the YouTube vlogging space who led the way for and opened up doors, not purposefully, just did what he did, and by doing what he did, it opened up doors for a lot of other people. You look at Kyle Palo today, you look at JoJo today, you look at Super Enthuse, or
who's another one who really couldn't find his niche, and then he just kind of like, I don't know, he talks about it on openly how he didn't, I don't think he finished school or went to college. He just kind of like winged it because he didn't find his place in like the real world. So he found who he is and his niche on being a YouTuber, a vlogger, just being himself, was that guy paging Mr. Morrow. Yeah. He came from absolutely nothing. And that guy is skyrocketing. I mean, I like him. I enjoy his content because he's really genuine. He's not, in my opinion,
he's also really nice. I mean, I've met him several times in the past.
He's really nice sweet. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, I think YouTube did something, and I think LW, you can probably speak to this. YouTube has done something that Hollywood kind of failed at, and that was the genuineness of people.
Yeah.
The late night TV shows that we talk about how they are failing today. Part of the reason I think they're failing is because everyone knows that when people show up on those shows, they're trying to fake being genuine, or that's what it feels like.
Like, I think it was Gertrude Stein who said about Hollywood, behind all the fake tinsel, there's real tinsel. So, this is actually, interestingly enough, I'm about to record a new episode for my wonderful Patreon all about this subject of authenticity and of AI and of sourcing material and knowing, because it's all about, well, a short version, read more on the Patreon. Look at this guy, Tim Waltz, and I don't mean to get too political, but how did they pick him to run as the vice president? Well, because she's got the whole left-wing feminist, lesbian, whatever side. We got to get those red-blooded American guys who don't like us. So we're going to give them a guy who's a dad and who has military experience and who tinkers with his truck and who comes across as the everyday, but he's none of those things. But he's their idea of what one of those things is. In other words, if you're going to program an AI or pick people, you got to program it or have it learn from real things. It's one thing to say, well, make me a movie hero like Sean Connery, but it's not going to be Sean Connery. You see what I'm trying to say? It's the bias of those who give it the stuff to learn from, or the bias. Another example I cite in this episode that's coming, I saw a thing on YouTube promoting me, because I watch a lot of cooking, as you know, and barbecue, and it said the 5 best barbecue restaurants in America. And it had this beautiful picture of a nice, juicy hunk of brisket. And I thought, oh, boy, who put it out? PBS. PBS. And I said to myself, I'm not watching that because I don't trust them to know barbecue from beans from whatever, It's got to be authentic in the sense of a real authenticity, or else who cares? And I guess I'm just old and bigoted, but I feel the same way when I see thumbnails with misspellings.
Oh gosh.
And I think if you can't work hard enough for your audience to like check it in an age where you've got the tools to check it, screw you, Anyway, I'm wandering all over the map here, but you see what I'm trying to say. This whole idea of authenticity is a construct, and it's all based on who you base that on. And if you don't know, and you don't even slightly know, and you do what you think is, that way lies madness. I'll stop now. Anyway.
No, I got your link in the chat because that's a very.
It's not up yet. It's going to be going up tomorrow, I believe. So,
yeah,
but I do have several other episodes there of interesting stuff.
Yep. Absolutely. William, yes. Sometime after either 2:30 or 3 o'clock will be the start. Hey, Ms. Juicy. I haven't seen you in the chat before. Hello. Let me see. We do have a few stories that are going to be interesting to get to. So let's get to the first. We've got That Park Place, and out of that parkplace.com. This is an interesting one. We've got the biblical film David holds strong at the box office. We're talking about the box office second weekend with healthy drop and a top 10 finishes by our good friend Marvin Montanaro out of that parkplace.com. Please do bookmark it if you have not yet. The box office surrounding David did not end with its record-setting opening weekend. Instead, the animated biblical film delivered something far more important for long-term success: staying power. In the second weekend, David pulled in $12.69 million, bringing its domestic total to $49.75 million after just 10 days in release. The film experienced a 42.3% second weekend drop, a figure that sits squarely within the industry's accepted range for movies with legitimate legs, especially family-oriented releases positioned for extended holiday play. And that's what, David is. For context, second weekend drops hovering in the low 40% range are typically interpreted as a sign of sustained interest rather than the front-loaded demand. Films that collapse tend to fall well beyond 55 to 60% mark. David did not. And this was a kind of a big deal because it was also the irony of this movie going up against the juggernaut of Disney's Avatar films and Zootopia 2, where you have David versus Goliath, which is what the movie is about, and you have literally the movie itself being in the position of David going up against the Goliath of Disney. So it was like,
the other thing, a movie like this, which doesn't anywhere near have the ad pub expenditure or ability of an Avatar, of any of the major blockbusters, but that gets in there in the same time period. Probably the first a lot of the audience is even aware that it exists is when they go to the movies to see those big movies and they see a trailer for this or they see a poster and they say, yeah, that looks pretty good. Maybe we'll come back next week and watch that. So they're able to ride along with the biggies to their benefit with nowhere near the expense or the exposure.
Yeah. Now, I have not seen this. Has anybody in the chat seen this movie yet? I mean, are not on the panel. Has anybody seen this movie yet?
There was a commentary that the director made. He wanted to make sure that children of all ages are able to attend and afford to be able to go see this film. So they were giving out tickets to families in need over the holidays. I don't know if you guys saw that. I thought that was extremely generous. And I mean, the gift of a outing, a family can go see this.
And that's the point. You're giving families that can't afford to do anything an event to do as a family at the holidays. That's even more important than the movie in a way. It's just the experience of going as a family. I think that's great.
Absolutely. Yeah. And it's probably has the right messaging in it that that families need at this time of year, the message of hope. And I get personally for myself, the end of 2025 has been since the passing of my dad a month ago today, the end of the year has been it's not been the greatest. We've made it through. We've had really good times. Don't get me wrong, but it has been a little more of a challenge than the end of most years has been. And then my dad, then Eddie Sato, then Adam, then the thing with Rob Reiner happened, and it's been in all of that, what's his name? The big Disney star that turned 100. Who?
Oh, from Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
You mean Dick Van Dyke?
Dick Van
Yes,
Dyke.
Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
I don't know why his name escaped me because I was thinking of it. But yeah, it's like in all of that, Dick Van Dyke celebrated his 100th birthday, and that was a huge celebration, huge accomplishment. I think that's great. So there's always the good to look for. That's what David is. David is, just one of those stories where it's like, hey, look at the good. Also, I got to highlight this when speaking of David, Jeremy, who is in the, Strings and Pucks right there, doing some amazing work, putting out Christmas carols and his Sunday stuff.
Yes.
You want to talk about that, Jeremy?
Oh, yeah. Thanks. So this year was a year where I had really missed playing music. I had been a worship leader in a church for 15 years, and I was on disability, and I just stopped playing pretty cold. In YouTube, it became obvious to me I could do this again. So what I started doing was recording one song at a time and putting them up. And then I started the live streams where I'll perform a dozen songs, and now I'll clip them and release them and put them on a playlist. So I wanted to make like a Christmas album. So I took 12 different performances and strung them together on a playlist, and people told me they were playing it in the background while they opened their presents over Christmas. And that's an indescribable feeling. And Tom sent me a picture of someone's playing that performance on their TV while they're with their family. And it has given me something back I could not have imagined. And it speaks to the great miracle of what it is we get to do. There is such a plus side to all this mess of social media, and that's where I found it.
Yeah, and you can also sing really good, man.
He sings, he plays.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, thank you.
So
Guys.
you look at all that's going on this time of the year, and the David's great because it's a story about looking for the good. Jeremy's out there, he's doing his part. MJ, Lou, Erica, Tom, all of us are we're it's funny because we criticize. It's a lot of times we criticize Disney. We do that because not because we don't like it. We don't like what's being done to something that has been something we've loved our entire lives. When it's like, okay, don't ruin it. Like Rivers of America. I'm like, why would you ruin that? That doesn't make any sense. But at the same time, we do it in hopefully a way that's fun, and we're enjoying ourselves. And so if you get a chance, go see David. Go take your family. I think it would be a good time at the movies. Go on a Tuesday or Wednesday when it's $5. that's
and I'll try to share the link on my social media on X. I'll look for that link from the director. So if you are a family in need and want to go do something with your kids or your family, even if you don't have kids, I'll try to find that link and stick it on.
If you don't have kids, rent some.
Oh yeah, just go to Hollywood.
All you gotta do is just say, "Hey, neighbor, you want 2 hours away from your children? You'll most likely get them handed to you."
There's a lot of...
And if they say no, tell them you're getting the kids drums and a recorder for Christmas.
A lot of assisted living centers have that time, right, guys, where you could like go and be with like the elderly for like the day. It's nice.
Unlimited pudding
for the holidays. Mm-hmm.
Jeremy, did you say unlimited pudding?
Yeah, he did.
At those centers? Oh my gosh, and it's good.
I didn't know that.
Real quick,
dang it. They got vanilla or butterscotch?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Yes. Real quick, I wanted to throw in something. I mentioned I worked in a church for 15 years. When something like this would come out, whoever the company was, Lionsgate, their marketing plan had money to send churches a packet, and the pastors would get in front of the audience and say, "Hey, this movie's out. We should support it. And if you're in the congregation, in the offering plate, this is a coupon. You can buy tickets for people. So let's say it's $5 a piece, and someone would in the congregation buy $50 worth of tickets. All of that marketing is happening for free. I don't mean to sound crass. But that's why there's sometimes that boost in the next week saying, hey, we want to support this message.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do all that. And that's being done in churches all across the country with these kind of movies.
I love those kinds of marketing stories. One that I remember, do you remember when there was all this hue and cry maybe 15, 20 years ago? Oh my God, there's all these things of the 10 Commandments in courthouse plazas and things outside of public buildings. That's terrible. That's separation of church and state. You know where all those 10 Commandments statues came from? Cecil B. DeMille, to promote the movie The 10 Commandments, put 1,000 of them out there in courtyards of public areas all around the country, and they were happy to get them. But it was to promote the movie.
That makes sense.
It's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
Well, we have another story to get to. This is kind of, I think, a breaking story, so we'll make it that.
I was going to say, if it isn't breaking yet, we'll break it.
That's right. We will break it. Universal patents ride system to enhance the ride experience for disabled guests. I think this is in the wake of the accident that happened on Starlight. I always want to call it
Stardust Racers.
Every time I start to say Stardust Racers, it wants to come out as Starlight Express.
Starlight, Starbright. Get it out of your head, Ron.
No, it's not even that. It's Starlight Express. It's it's.
You mean as you're trying to think of the name, somehow your capacitor gets all fluxed up?
Exactly. I am fluxed.
We all grew up with Starlight.
This is by Cham Lee out of thatparkplace.com. There it is. The entrance to Epic Universe at Universal Orlando. Photo credit, NBC Universal.
What a surprise.
I know. Universal Destinations and Experiences filed a patent application describing a ride system intended to adjust attraction content in response to disability-related guest needs. The application, titled Systems and Methods for Providing Enhanced Ride System Experience to Guests with Disabilities, that's a mouthful, was published in late 2025. The patent outlines a system that could allow ride show elements to change based on signals received from assistive devices worn by guests. These devices would communicate with ride hardware and show control systems during the attraction experience. Now, just so you know, Disney already has something like this on Tiana's Bayou Adventure, where basically if you're on the ride and you're in the park, basically all of the animatronics will stop. Not really because you did anything, just because they don't work in the first place.
I thought you were going to say it somehow makes the dancing okra move in a disabled fashion to show sympathy for your condition.
What in the world?
Oh my God.
Oh wait, they already do. Oh wait, all the animatronics already do.
Yeah, no.
They're disabled before they were disabled.
Or Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Broccoli Mountain.
Broccoli Mountain, baby. So according to the filing, the system would detect input from an assistive device and trigger modifications to ride content. These changes could involve audio, visual, tactile, or haptic elements. The application does not specify which disabilities would be addressed or which assistive devices would be used. Considering how devices like Magic Bands that Disney already hold personalized information.
I hate when I find typos in our stuff.
Uh-oh.
Because look at information. Are they talking about listen to the land? Information that can sync with attractions?
It's supposed to be SY.
Leave it to Disney to have it sync with the attraction, I tell you. Anyway,
if it's at Disney, it might actually sync with the attractions. The technology possibilities for individuals with disabilities are already right for use. Universal notes in the filing that coordinator and assistive devices with ride systems presents technical challenges. The document states that current ride systems do not easily integrate individualized accessibility inputs. The proposed system aims to address that limitation.
I can think of so many not very nice, humorous thoughts about this. I mean, you're sitting there with your disabled friend and suddenly they start jumping around in the chair and you say, my God, are you having a seizure? No, it's the haptic thing. For God's sake, shut it off.
My gosh.
It's awesome. And you broke Jeremy.
Oh, golly. Yeah, it's what does James all day says? James says, "Too bad genies aren't real because I would wish for Splash Mountain back." Yeah, I mean, I think we all would.
You can go to Japan and ride it. But
yeah, that's what we all have to. We all have to move to Japan just to ride it.
You know, if I could get a job as a luthier over there, I would.
It's getting more and more convenient to get over there, and affordable.
And I have
you'd be tall there.
I have an acquaintance who's working there right now in entertainment at Disney Tokyo. She's now actually putting out an Instagram post a day about her experience because it's been a challenge for her, and it's really interesting too because she works for Disney and she's in Tokyo and she's a Christian, and all of that kind of comes together in her content, which is really interesting. But
that's nice.
Well, they've been late to the party trying to figure out what to do with Christmas over there. I remember when they first discovered it and I think I've told this story before, but maybe not here, and maybe some of you haven't heard it. In about the middle 70s, I used to get the English news magazine, The Economist, and they had a whole story about Japan suddenly discovering the merchandising possibilities of Christmas, but not quite getting the symbolism right. And they had a photograph of one of these big 4-story atrium in the middle department stores in Tokyo. And hanging from the ceiling was a 25-foot tall cross with Santa Claus crucified on it.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh.
They didn't quite get the details right, but they were learning slowly but surely. But it was the funniest damn thing you ever saw.
Somebody posted, when you say that, Lou, somebody posted a picture. And I don't know if it's like a Catholic iconic picture or whatever, but it was a picture of Jesus. And he was summoning like Peter and Paul, whatever. Not Peter and Paul. He was summoning the apostles, right? Except Jesus was wearing a cross around his neck. And he's wait a second. Who's that for? Yeah, it's like when you do religious iconography, it's really helpful to get it right. And,
seriously.
Yeah, so it just brings that to mind. Guys, we got only one more story to get to, and then we're gonna get out of here. Unfortunately, I don't know that this story is necessarily what I would call good news.
I have news.
What type of news is it?
Well, to be perfectly frank, it's bad.
Maybe if you tell me the bad news in a good way, it won't sound so bad.
The bad news in a good way.
Yes, I can do that.
Well, here goes. Wait till you hear this.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Disneyland shutting down almost a dozen rides in January for refurbishment.
Whoa.
Okay, so the West Coast is trying to keep up with the East Coast on how many pole fences they can put up and walls.
I don't know. This is today.
Place for a homeless person to sleep.
Well, look, back in the day, after Christmas was when they started shutting things down because the crowds were off. But they didn't shut them down for years the way they tend to now. They'd, for a couple of weeks, do a refurb, do a cleanup, do a repaint, and it'd be over. Yeah. But not anymore.
Disney has a kid's video game that's like a Mario Kart type of game. With all the walls they're putting up, maybe they should just put some carts on it and do that to get more crowds.
Could be.
I've got to sign in real quick. Where's my thing? Oh, there it is. Sorry.
Your what?
I've got to sign in to the website to because this is members. So, and I got to bring this up, but I can do it. There it is. Let me get signed in and I'll bring it back up. Logging in. Okay, guys, I'm dropping my log right now. I'm logging in.
I know.
Dude, I don't need to know that.
What are you sitting on?
What? Are you streaming from the bathroom again? Ron!
No.
You never log out while you're outing a
We
log.
just sound machine.
Okay, there we go. So Disneyland is shutting down almost a dozen rides this January for refurbishment. Disneyland Resort has scheduled a series of 11 ride closures and maintenance projects for January 2026 as part of its annual refurbishment period. The update affects attractions at both Disneyland Park and Disney California Adventure. Each closure coincides with the traditional post-holiday maintenance window that follows high volume winter travel. Oh, look, it's that robot nobody cares about from the Fantastic Four that nobody watched. With the Christmas season ending on January 7th and the Lunar New Year celebrations starting January 23rd, the company expects its normal slow period in the 2 weeks between. Here they are: Grizzly River Run, Disney California Adventure. Grizzly River Run scheduled to close January 5th. With no reopening date listed. The Incredicoaster, Disney California Adventure, scheduled to close January 5th. Expected to reopen early February. February 6th currently listed on some calendars. Disney has not detailed the scope of work. Inside Out Emotional Whirlwind, Mark Twain Riverboat, Haunted Mansion Holiday. Obviously, that's going to close and go back. Star Wars Rise of the Resistance at Disneyland Park. This is crazy. Like, I hope nobody decided to go the third week of January. Small World Holiday, of course, that has to close down or redo. Sailing Ship Columbia, Redwood Creek Challenge Trail.
That's interesting that they're shutting down both the Twain and the Columbia at the same time.
I thought of that. Yeah, Lou, that kind of got me wondering.
And I wonder if they're going to shut down the canoes too, so that like there's something happening on the backside of the river they don't want you to see.
Well, I mean, here at Disney World, there's a lot. You
don't have a river.
Let's just hope they don't do what they did with the Astro Orbiter here in Tomorrowland. Remember, they shut that down for a long refurb, and then it reopened, and it's not even working like it's supposed to.
Right. It looked so weird when it was, because they took all of the cars away. So you would look up and there was nothing there, but you could tell there was supposed to be something there, and it was like Bizarro World.
Just arms, huh?
And now. When all of Frontierland is so strange. It literally took me back the last time I was in Magic Kingdom, and I looked over, and what you could see above the construction walls, which go on for like 5 football fields, it's like the longest construction wall I've ever seen. Over the construction walls, it's really weird because now you can see straight across to the Haunted Mansion with nothing blocking it, and it's just like this empty area.
Maybe they should put up a big screen and at night run the China movie from Epcot with the Great Wall. The Great Wall, you know.
I like the guy who narrates that. I don't know. It's no cultural appropriation.
Perhaps if I had gone to Italy, they would call Venice the Guangzhou of the West or something like that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness gracious. Anyway, point being, if you had a trip planned to Disneyland for, let's say, the second week of January, you might rethink it. I guess it is very much of a locals park from what I understand. However, there are people that do travel around the world to go to Disneyland because, well, it's Disneyland. It's Walt's first park.
Well, and of course, it's important to say when they say 11 attractions over the entire quote unquote resort, which means both parks, are there any parks in Orlando that even have 11 attractions?
Magic does.
Magic Kingdom. That's about it.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the point. They're taking out of service what's the equivalent of an entire park in Orlando.
Well, the equivalent of 2 Animal Kingdoms.
There you
go.
Yeah, it's about that's sad like that. Yeah. Man, that's a lot of closures.
And I mean, let's face some of these things. Pixie Hollow. Who cares?
Ron, I'm curious about the pricing. Like, are they giving any incentives?
There's an increase.
Man. Oh, you poor deluded girl. You actually think hey, we're only giving you half an experience, so we'll give it to you half price. No, they'll say, well, because there's only half as many things, the lines will be longer. You better buy a fast pass or whatever they're called.
Lightning Lane.
By the way, I have to say this. I don't think I've ever said it in a show before, but Lightning Lane has got to be the worst thing that you could ever call something in Florida that has more lightning related.
Good point.
Yeah. You said
true.
it.
Hey, maybe that's the enhancement feature that Universal's talking about. You get lightning strikes by haptic and electrical and whatever.
And these poor folks that never been to Florida, like it's sunshine and sprinkles, and then like 2 hours later, it's like a tsunami with thunderbolts.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
And one side of the street is raining, the other side is dry. And they're like,
Overpriced.
how are they doing this?
Right. It's the overpriced cheap poncho sales capital of the world.
You know, it's funny that you said that, Tom, because there have been there. It's really, really weird sometimes the way the rain comes down here. But I have literally stood with my leg, like where I can like spread my legs apart a little bit, and then one leg is getting rained on, the other leg is dry. It's so weird. It does.
Have
happen.
you seen your urologist lately?
And that was the setup.
Tomorrow.
You know, I always jokingly say that at my age, the trickle down theory is not about economics; it's about urology. So
you need to stand at the stall for another 30 seconds.
Well, hey, speaking of that, we're gonna get going here, but I want everybody to get a chance to shout out where they can be seen, what they're doing. Mr. Ghost, tell people about again your Patreon.
Yeah, the
Ghost
Patreon
who knows
is
the most.
Well, I don't know. I know enough. I know enough to know I don't know the most. Let's put it that way. The Patreon covers a lot of topics that we don't cover on the regular channels, by which I mean politics and food and travel and other stuff I'm disgustingly overqualified to pontificate about. But in addition to that, of course, there's the Genre Guys, where Lorne and Hangry and special guests explore the depth of motion pictures in ways you haven't heard before, and encourage you to go buy the physical media and keep the goodies, because who knows what they'll do to them. And then, of course, I show up on the regular shows, including in a few minutes on the Pro Show tonight, when we're going to take a fascinating look at a new development in the never-ending saga of Paramount versus Warner Brothers versus Netflix, because there's some interesting stuff happening, and you'll find that out in a little bit. So,
do any of those companies own the rights to the Never-Ending Story? Because that would be
there will be an ending. There will be an ending. That sounds like a Marvel title, doesn't it?
Oh my goodness! Yes.
No, there's some new wrinkles happening this week, so we shall see what we shall see.
Oh, I hear Jeremy's cat.
That's right.
Yes.
And Erica, where can the folks on the interwebs find you at?
Well, first I want to apologize for being so quiet tonight. I'm apparently a lot more tired than I thought.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I've been busy today, and it caught up to me. Yeah, you guys can check us out at Hangin' with Erica and Raph, and starting January 9th, Raph and I with MJ and whoever wants to jump on with us, we're going to start live streaming on our channel, and we're calling it Brood Banter. So, yeah, it's
is that any relation to Bruce Banner?
Brood Banter.
Boy, if you could get the Hulk to show up. Oh, anyway.
Just gonna get Rod painted green. He'll do it.
My wife made a really funny AI of me beating up the Hulk.
Yes, I saw that.
Yeah.
Except your fist didn't bounce. It just sort of hit the hard flesh of the green, did nothing.
That's AI for you. Tom, where are you at?
Well, I'm hiding behind my screen because I look like bloody hell. But I will be hopefully getting some more rockets up, filming them, and getting some other things done music-wise and some dog videos.
Dog videos?
Lou, you don't know I have dog videos?
No, I didn't know that. My Facebook is flooded with cat videos, and they make me sneeze, and dogs do too. So it's my virtual pet circus, you know.
Well, you could look there. You'll find them. Otis and Kira will gladly bark at you.
I really think those of you in Florida need to actually find a falling frozen iguana and get video for us.
We do. We really do. MJ, get on that.
I'm not driving 4 hours, Ron. Sorry.
I don't know about dogs, but cats is where Jeremy's at.
That's right. Bo heard me laughing, so he came running. So my channel, Ron talked about this. I've been posting a lot more music. I'm actually going to put a link in the description. I'd made my Christmas present for a friend called Sparky. He loves John Prine, and the song "Souvenirs" had been a favorite of his wife and his and they'd seen him in concert. So I learned the song and played it live for him and did a clip. So head to my channel. It's really a lot about just enjoying playing and singing. The Hangouts live I'm doing requests and just enjoying hanging out with people again. And it's been a lot of fun. I mean, it's not any great technical feat, but I enjoy it.
There you go. And MJ at Magic MJ, she has been all over the place lately. Doesn't have her own channel yet. What's that about? But what do you got? X and Instagram,
Yeah,
and
I keep up with
MySpace, GeoCities.
I'm not on MySpace.
She's got AOL, I think.
No, I just keep up with what's going on with the parks. I'm obsessed. I've been going since I was a kid, and I really want to know what's going on in the theme park world. It's my world, so I love it and I like talking about it. And I have really enjoyed making friends with everyone on this panel and other channels and other panelists. I'm excited. I just want to say congratulations to Erica. She is working day and night really hard on her channel. Brood Banter is going to be awesome, authentic, organic. It's going to be everything you guys want from her and Raph. And to be part of that journey with them is really like mind-blowing. I'm really excited. You can find me on That Park Place on Mondays and Wednesdays at 12. I love being on the panel on there too. I'm not sure about Tuesdays on T3PO. I got to find out what's going on with that, but I was on there for a while. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm on Follow the Bradleys and when I can join. And this is just a great team of people that are talented in so many different ways. And I'm just glad we can bring a lot to the table and give these great folks a great show.
Absolutely. And we have so much fun doing it. We are going to send you over to the pro show. Now, it's a little bit early. Pro show doesn't start for a few minutes because we got to give everybody a break that wants to go over to that panel. But just to let you know, that's where it's going. Yes, William, we will be back on Wednesday with a New Year's Eve edition of The Dish, but it will not be in the eve. It will be in the afternoon. So look for when it's posted because I'm not sure if it's going to be, it's probably going to start between 2 and 3, but I'm not sure if that means it's going to be 2, 2:30, or 3.
May I make a suggestion for everyone for New Year's Eve?
Yes, please.
Stay home.
Oh, yeah.
Honest to God,
Absolutely.
the amateur drunks are out there all night making dangers. Stay away from them.
I thought it was
Stock
gonna be
up on goodies and stay home.
So where
That's
we
a-
are very
every year.
lucky, I have to say, is that from our vantage point, and thank goodness they got the construction walls down. In our building, I can go to the back of the building and we have a beautiful view on the horizon of literally every fireworks show that takes place in Orlando. So
Wow.
we can see Disney stuff, we can see SeaWorld, Epic Universe, Universal, and then of course downtown Orlando has a show. We can see it all on a horizon because it just so happens that we like kind of look northish, and that's where everything is because we're in the south part of Orlando, and it's great. It's great, but it's also kind of like a war zone. So
They light up the sky, that's for sure.
you cannot go to sleep early on New Year's
No.
Eve. It's impossible. Yeah. So, but it's fun. I usually put something on the channel for New Year's Eve that night. So
Well, I
thank you,
wish everyone a
everybody.
safe and happy New Year's.
Absolutely. Everybody on the panel, Tom, Erica, Jeremy, LW, MJ, thank you for being here. Everybody that's in the chat, thank you for being here. Ho and Shogi, thank you for modding. William and Bruce and O2RR and everybody that was here tonight. Thank you guys so much. We're going to send you over to the pro show. Until next time, we'll see you real soon. Bye, everybody. Ciao.
Later.
This is done, man. Cleans them down to the shot.